If you invested just $300 in Tesla's IPO back in 2010, do you know what that money would be worth today? Over $80,000. Since its 2010 debut, Tesla turned early believers into millionaires. That massive success is why so many investors viewed the SpaceX IPO through the same lens. So when SpaceX made its historic public debut under the ticker SPCX, everyone had the exact same thought. Is this my chance to buy the next Tesla? Today, we're running the real numbers. We're comparing the valuation of SpaceX at its IPO to Tesla's legendary run, exploring what SpaceX's business is actually worth, and mapping out where this company could be 10 to 20 years from now. To understand if SpaceX can give you Tesla-like returns, we have to talk about the law of large numbers. When Tesla went public in June 2010, its stock price was $17 a share. Because of stock splits over the years, that split-adjusted price is just $1.13 today. Tesla's total market cap back then was only $2 billion. Going from $2 billion to over $1 trillion was a massive 500 times return. Now, look at SpaceX. When SpaceX went public, it didn't list at a $2 billion valuation. It debuted at roughly $1.75 trillion, around $135 a share. Why the huge difference? Because SpaceX wasn't a struggling startup when it hit the stock market. It was already a multi-trillion-dollar global juggernaut. If SpaceX rose 100 times from its initial public valuation, its total market cap would reach $175 trillion. Google sits at roughly a $4 trillion market cap. A $175 trillion SpaceX would be worth over 44 times the entire size of Google. Next, look at Amazon, sitting near $2.5 trillion. $175 trillion means SpaceX would equal 70 Amazons stacked together. And if you look at Wall Street's biggest bank, JP Chase, valued around $950 billion, with $175 trillion, you could literally buy JP Chase outright 184 times over. For context, the entire US economy is under $30 trillion. In fact, $175 trillion is more money than the entire economic output of planet Earth in a year. So, what makes SpaceX so valuable? To understand where SpaceX is going, you have to look at its three massive engines of growth. Engine number 1, commercial launch dominance. SpaceX carries over 80% of all global payload into orbit. Their reusable Falcon 9 and Starship rockets have made launching things into space cheaper than anyone else on Earth can manage. Engine number 2, Starlink broadband. This is SpaceX's primary cash cow. Starlink isn't just for rural homes anymore. It powers aviation, maritime shipping, defense networks, and global internet infrastructure. It generates steady, high-margin subscription revenue. Engine number 3, Orbital AI Compute. With the rollout of Starship, SpaceX is now building orbital data centers, putting high-density compute infrastructure into space where solar power is continuous and cooling systems take advantage of space conditions. So, where will SpaceX be in 10 to 20 years? If SpaceX grows at an average rate of 12% to 15% per year over the next 2 decades, driven by global Starlink expansion and deep space infrastructure, its valuation could reach $15 trillion to $25 trillion. A $300 one-time buy could grow to roughly $3,000 to $4,900. That's a 10 times to 16 times. But let's be real. A single $300 check isn't going to retire you. SpaceX is an incredible, category-defining company. But as every experienced investor knows, a great company is not always a great stock at any price. Wall Street doesn't trade on cold, hard valuation. It trades on expectation, hype, and hope. But hope is not a strategy, and hype never lasts forever. Just look at what happened following its debut. SpaceX listed at a massive $135 offer price, hyped up on expectations, and surged straight to the moon, peaking past $225 a share. For me, this is a classic, great business, wait for the right price situation. What about you? Are you buying this dip or are you staying on the sidelines? Let me know in the comments below.